Yeah, it was on mute. I gotta use the restroom. Entertain yourselves. I'll be right back. He's nowhere. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Hot Lou. I know, but I literally got back from something, and then I was just in our alt team all hands, and then we jumped right into this, literally no break. So I need to take a break. And then look, I already pounded coffee, tea, little egg breakfast thingy, and a full water. Whew! All right. Nice shirt. Thank you. This shirt is, it's called The New Guy. I saw it at a concert last weekend. Yeah. So about that shirt. Oh, I think my mom's going to call today. The only thing with my mom calling, the audio is so shitty. What up, Tyrell? Anthony Freeman. Let's see today's shirt. It is cell phone, weed, coke, whatever drug that is, another drugs. I like loud ass shirts. I like loud ass things. Go a little bold sometimes. What's up, Cam? Good to see you, my man. Brian Ball. I know this shirt's fucking crazy. It's from Dixon. It's a little large though. The audio is fucked in some of these recent videos. So we set up a home. You guys have seen it. We set up a home audio tour. We set up a home YouTube studio downstairs, but the audio is echoing in a fucked up way. So we're trying to work on it. Addictions. Tony Uribe, good to see you, homie. How are y'all doing today? Lucio Gervasi. Dude, I would like to have an espresso with you, my man. How are y'all today? Y'all are quiet. You're going to wake up or not wake up? You're going to go to night-night? Night-night? Anybody get that reference? How bad is COVID-19 in Austin? I don't know. I would check out on Reddit Austin to see what the numbers look like. I've honestly been a little bit more cautious. I'm getting my other shot tomorrow. There's moments where you, even today and yesterday, there's moments where I'm like, is there a worldwide pandemic happening? Or maybe not. Holden Chen, if you have been here before, throw some yeehaws in the comments. Is this? Throw some yeehaws in the comments. We'll talk about businessy stuff today. Oh, really? I'm getting the second shot today. Oh, there's a lot of return. Hey, Sebastian, good to see you, man. Niels, good to see you. Holy shit, Dave Mack, Krista, good to see you. I shaved last night. Fresh. It feels so good. I had a thought this morning. I'll give you guys some thoughts. We don't even have to do my thoughts. We can do your thoughts. Where is my horn? Don't know what you're saying. Did I buy a house in Utah? No, we didn't. That's something we could talk about. Did I name the taco studio yet? Right now, it's called the Magic Room. So I go downstairs and tell the Magic Room to turn on. Yeehaw. What up, Eston? Good to see you, homie. Sharish, Biba X. Krista, good to see you. Major Sinbad vibes. Most people say I look more like a Jude Law, or he looks more like a Noah Kagan. I'll run with it. What else is cracking? Tyrell, Austin, do as I do, not as I say, and I'm here. So do whatever you want to do. Yeehaw, yeah, your accents are good. Am I tired? It's a little tiring. Thank you for asking. I feel really seen in that moment. Thank you, Robert. Diocanessa. That sounds like a religion. Oh man, or maybe it's like, oh, I got the Diocanessa in me. It was just like I woke up, ran to squash, ran home, jumped in a team all hands, and I was jumping in this, and I have a meeting right after this. So it's a little bit. I need to do a better job with my time management around this stuff. But after this, I have one meeting after this, and then it's going to calm down a little bit for the rest of the day. How much is my crypto portfolio up? Let's find out. So I will be straight that I moved some of my stuff offline so y'all couldn't hack me and take all my stuff. Let's just go over your guys' questions and we'll answer that stuff. But crypto's up. Let's see what it looks like today. This is one of my... Dude, crypto is up. So yeah, that's today. So that's one of the accounts. It's pretty good. Pretty good, Melvin. How can I be friends with smart people like you? You are friends. We're best friends. You were at my birthday. Remember last week? We had a birthday, blew out a candle. It was a very nice moment. Did I buy any apes? No. One thing I've realized, I'm not a big collector. I have a collection of Rolexes. I have 4. But in general, I'm not a collector of more shit. And that's what this is. It's like, let me collect it. So I think there's a balance. Am I collecting for value and wealth and like money making, or is it I'm collecting out of an interest? So I'm trying not to chase shit. I'm really trying to be focused on AppSumo, YouTube, my book, dating, my own fucking life. So trying to chase after more shit, try to be balanced of. Nice, Krista. Krista, you're being a little passive with some of your business stuff is what I'm hearing from you. And when you message, be a little bit more directed. A lot of people are like, let me put something out in the world and hope it happens. I don't do hope in business. You make it happen. So Apes, he's talking about all these stupid NFTs, which I did explore. I think we should always be mindful when we discount new businesses or new technology or new things. I love doing this power pose, by the way. But I think you need to be mindful, like try these things out, see if you understand it. And then if you get it, go with it. If you don't, fine. At least you have some understanding. How did we grow AppSumo? It's only been 11 years. I think one of the things that's interesting about growing AppSumo was we did bundles in the beginning. So that was one of the key things. There's 2 key things I'd say for our growth. Number 1 is bundles, which means that we had like Evernote and FreshBooks and MailChimp, and all of them promoted it. So which made it, because they were in a bundle, they didn't have to promote it just for themselves because you wouldn't want to promote your own discount. The second thing we did is we worked backwards. So where is the customer? Where's the audience? What's customer first? We've talked about this. This is what I talk about every time. I just don't understand that you guys don't get it sometimes. It blows my mind. But customer first. So I went to Reddit and I was like, well, what will people on Reddit want to buy? Imgur. Then I went to Lifehacker and I said, what are the most popular tools on Lifehacker? What do they buy? Done. Then I went to Y Combinator. So I just worked backwards from the customers. That's what I'm always telling you about. It's how I'm going to always do it. It's how I'm going to always encourage it. How is dating going? Depends on the day. If I'm honest with you, which I'm going to lie to you. So just expect this to be a lie. It was challenging last week. I felt a little out of control. I didn't really enjoy my behavior, which, that's called life. I'm not a fucking robot, neither are you. But I think I've kind of come back into myself. One of the words I've been writing down is grounded. And so I do think it's approaching in a healthy way. I think one thing I've been thinking about in life is, what are we willing to accept, right? And then where do we actually want to go? And so those are just kind of some themes that I'm noodling on. But overall, I'd say dating's going great. There's so many interesting people out in the world. I think I'm not as clear if I want a wife and kid this immediate moment. I think that's something I'd like in the future. I'm just also happy exploring it. I think I was forcing something a little bit. But overall, I would say positive. Did the dating referrals ever work for you, or which referrals? I don't know which one you're referring to, get it, pun intended. Referrals literally, though, in business and in dating and in friendships is literally the best. So I think people make a lot of their business decisions much harder on themselves than they have to. What is the biggest strength of our company right now? I'd say our company now is that we're all present in the moment. Here's one thing that I thought about this AM that I think is a superpower for any of you. So from now until the end of today, at least in your workday, how focused are you? And I really want you to be mindful of that as you explore today, because that is one thing I've realized, that almost no one is very focused. And if you can actually pay attention to this meeting, if you can pay attention to your work or to your writing or whatever's on your list, if you can actually stay very focused on that, you will accomplish whatever you want to accomplish in life, and probably beyond that. I should get on JDate. I think what's interesting is if I was very clear, like I think with AppSumo and with the book and with YouTube, there's very clear outcomes I'm looking for. I would say in maybe 2 to 3 years, I'm very clear that there's probably a wife and kid that I'd like to do. But that's not as clear. So what are the actions? I'm not willing to take some of those actions today because I'm not as clear on the outcome. So I'm okay being a little bit more calm on that. So how do you develop your focus? Practice it. It's a practice. It's not a miracle. I haven't been focused for a long time. But to have focus, have something that matters to you. Let's just start with that. So AppSumo matters. This YouTube matters. The book matters. My friendships matter. I matter. You matter. Dating has mattered. Now, practice it on stupid shit. So in terms of a focus, you can do a fucking timer or whatever bullshit habit book. But really, it's next time I do anything. So this is like my list of things today. I'm just going to move it there. I don't have to do anything sensitive. No, there's nothing sensitive on it. That's my list of stuff today. So office hours, check. Now just do that. And give yourself just a small thing. And think of it as a practice. I think one thing that I've considered as a leader of AppSumo and just as I'm developing as a human is we expect to be experts, or we expect to be the best immediately. And then when we're not, we punish ourselves, which is fucking stupid. And we're not patient. I'm talking about myself. And I think for a lot of you, it's like, I should be excellent. It's like, dude, you just started. So in terms of focus, practice it as something that's going to take you years to be excellent at, and start it with small things. So yeah, you can use a timer, you can lock all your shit up, but really just practice it and think of it as a skill. Have I hired a researcher? So yes, for some of you guys, we have a book. I got a book deal. I'm working with Tal Raz. He's one of my idols. He looks like me, which means he's really good looking, obviously. And so we're hiring a researcher to help us on the book. I'm going through all the applications this weekend. Mailman's here. Mail people are the best, man. What a job. You got to deliver happiness. Sometimes I think about these jobs. Mailman's outside. It's like the job where like every day it's the same. So it's like when you make a sandwich, you know that there's just going to keep being more sandwiches, and being actually good with that. Love mail people. Do I think the market's ready for crypto startups? Yeah. Hello. 2021. I think crypto startups are going to be huge, even bigger than they are now. How can I be a better programmer? And are tips on that. So I think there's a few ways that I would try to consider is, what does it mean to be a better programmer? Let's just start with the goal or the outcome. You need clarity on that. But what I'd recommend to be a better programmer is, one, program, be on the court. I love that. My friend sent me a message about that. Is that go and program, go make that a practice, a regular practice. Number two, get feedback. So who is a better programmer, or that you would think is a better programmer, and how are they actually giving you feedback to be improving your skill? And then lastly, I would say, how are you actually studying the craft? So one of the things that we have a video coming out about how to learn is that I think when we're trying to be a parent, or we're trying to be a programmer, or we're trying to be a CEO, or we're trying to be a marketer, or we're trying to be a salesperson, you just do it and you're like, okay, cool. And then maybe you get feedback, but you actually have to study. And my brother has a theme that I really like, which is there's a difference between practicing, which is the studying and the practice, and the playing, which is the doing. So parallel for that in programming would be studying articles on Hacker News, or reading books about it, or watching YouTube about it. And then the actual playing is when you're making things. What up, Yoni? Jewish brother, shalom. Shabbat shalom, my man. BB Ravine, Shabbat shalom. Have I started networking with amazing people when you were young? Yeah, this is the second time you've asked this question. How do you network with amazing people? Is you make yourself someone that people want to meet. And put yourself out there on a regular basis to be meeting these people. It's not a surprise that my network is my network. I was intentional and active in meeting a lot of people, and I still am, because it makes life more fun and it makes it more interesting. Shana Tova. Wow, the Jews are in the house today. What is going on? Photo Feeler. Yeah, meet Chopra. I think with life and some of these different things about how we're approaching business, let's just talk business. I think that's why a lot of you guys are interested in and you show up here, is that make things less of a surprise. Make less surprises. Be intentional what you want to do and guarantee how to make that happen, and not like, oh, let's just see how it goes. I think sometimes there is beauty in just letting the universe take its course. And there's also beauty in being like, yo, I want to fucking go there and make that happen. Do I calculate the ROI on these live streams? I do check how many people are showing up. It's less than 100, so it made me wonder if we posted this too late. Like, I don't know what time we're actually posting it. I actually messaged the team. Do I get, so in terms of ROI, if there's a certain amount of people that show up, yeah, I would argue that it makes it worth my time. But the trade-off is, with this 1 hour, is there something else I could be doing that impacts more people or is more fulfilling for myself? If the number stayed low, I'd probably revisit and consider doing something else. So for me, it's like, how many people can I impact in that, or what else can I do in that same hour? And then what are my alternatives? And this is what all of you guys should be doing with all of your time. Data Professor, good to see you, dude. I like this guy. Check him out. Long weekend. People skip Friday. Yeah. Oh, is that what it is? What are good ways to promote our selling on AppSumo? So, oh, by the way, if you guys are not selling on the AppSumo marketplace, create a book, create templates, create courses, create software. This is literally one of the best things I've seen for people that want to start a business or grow a business, is the AppSumo marketplace, appsumo.com/sell. So I don't know why y'all aren't like, look, when I was younger, and I'm still hungry as fuck, when I was younger and hungry as fuck, I would do anything to make money within reason and most integrity. Now my integrity is like 100. I'd say then it was like 75. This is one of the best ones. So if you're not listing on the AppSumo marketplace or moving forward around that, and you're like, I don't have a business idea, either give up or do something about it. Peter, I love seeing you too, man. Yeah, I do show up. I've been here. This is now 18 months of showing up almost every single Friday. So in terms of promoting yourself in the AppSumo marketplace, let me see if I can pull it up. But I think number one, AppSumo, the way the marketplace, it's very simple. The more that you promote and the more it does well for AppSumo audience, the more AppSumo promotes it. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. Mom, in the future, I don't think we can do the phone call because I don't think people can hear you well. I get a lot of negative comments about people can't hear you.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to go back and listen to you live. It's better to listen to you than me.
I know. I do like talking to you. I called you last night. But then, can you guys hear her okay? I heard feedback that people were like, we can't hear her well, so it makes it hard to follow. Let me see what the audience says.
Okay, well, say hello to everybody for me. Shabbat shalom, honey. I'm going to go back and listen to you live anyway.
Well, hold on. So Mural says he feels bad for Mom. Can you guys hear her okay? They can hear. All right, they're okay. How are you, Mom?
Good. How are you?
Are you sad?
Sad?
Are you sad that I don't want to talk to you on office hours?
No. Well, I'm not sad ever, really.
All right. What is your what was the highlight of your week?
interesting, the boat trip. Plus that Pete Twist. Do you remember Pete Twist? Of course you do.
Yeah.
And Nate's new friends, but he's the old. They're bold. So it was nice seeing him going out to dinner last night with him. That's an old friend of Seth. That was older brother. So that was, I guess that was the highlight.
That was a great highlight,
Your
Mom.
highlight. What was your highlight?
What was my highlight? Honestly, yesterday I had a boxing class and I just felt really empowered as a human. And then I went into the pool and I just felt really nice to myself.
Oh, great. Isn't that a good feeling to work out hard and then take a dip in a beautiful, nice, cool pool? That feels good.
Yeah.
That's a great highlight. And your presentation was a highlight too.
Oh, yeah. I presented to the AppSumo team about our culture handbook. That was really great. Mom, people want to know what kind of car you drive.
My. Why do they want to know this? Just curious. Why do they want to know?
I don't know. Why do they want to know anything?
Oh, you could tell them. It's not a big deal.
I think don't you have like a BMW SUV?
Yeah, the X3. It's an awesome car. We're going to get another one. We like it so much.
Cool.
It's a girl car. Do people get attached to their cars? Attached to this car. It's a good girl. She's a good girl car.
It's a good girl car. All right. Any other questions for my mom from the audience? Yes, I have one older brother. Mom, how do you feel about Elvis?
Sorry?
How do you feel about Elvis?
Elvis? Well, they think I'm that old? Oh. I don't like him. I don't like his music at all. Never did, even when he first came out. It's just, I don't like his music.
I don't care for Elvis. And then people are obsessed with them. I'm like, I don't get this whole Elvis thing. What is an early memory of your childhood that's positive? And then we'll end with that.
My childhood or no one?
I was thinking yours.
Earliest memory? Questions are interesting. I don't know. Having a birthday party down in our basement in St. Louis and having a clown there, I guess.
You had a clown there?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Hon, are you lying? What do you mean?
I don't remember if I had a clown. I had someone there that I thought was pretty cool. Oh, maybe. Oh, I know. When I was a little girl, we went to Little Rock, Ozarks in Arkansas. It was gorgeous. And I was wandering around by myself picking up animals because I was an animal lover back then. That was beautiful back then. Back there.
What do you think? This is something for the audience. My friend was talking about it this week, and I'm curious for you too, Mom. What is one thing you can revisit from your childhood that you stopped doing that maybe you can start again that you enjoyed? Maybe it's like the animals or something else.
I guess that what I really wish that I could do is have that sense of curiosity and adventure that it's so awesome that kids have. And I don't have that anymore. I wish I had that sense of awesomeness and exploring things and discovering new things. Yeah, I think are they talking about something literal? That's what I wish I had to go back to.
All right, Mom. Well, I'm going to get going back to the office hours, but have a good workout. I'll catch up with you this weekend. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. You have a great weekend. Have a great office hours.
I will.
It goes well for everybody.
Everyone say bye, Mom.
Bye, everyone. Good talking to you, or listening to me, I guess.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too. Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Bye. They all said bye. Drive safely. Have a good workout. Bye-bye. Everyone said bye. Yeah, when she calls, I cringe. I know she's hearing this, but then I'm also happy about it. Talked to my brother this week. That was nice. You guys probably, yeah, call your moms. And then Elvis is overrated. Elvis. All right, what other questions are your guys' mind? Ciao, mama, ciao. You guys like what you calls? All right, I'm checking out this Newsly thing. So, what is that? I'm just seeing, saw some SEO. All right, the Newsly thing. Are you interested in receiving updates on your favorite topics? I don't know why I would pay $150 forever for this. I'm looking at Newsly if you guys want to see it. You know, in all of life, it's an exchange of our time and money for things that we think we want, right? Like, how many people hesitate getting an Android or iPhone? Like, no one. You don't even question it. You're like, oh, I want iPhone, I want Android. And now, you know, and then do we realize how valuable it is? You know, for $1,000 for a phone, you literally can do everything. It's bonkers. And then so for $150, 10% of my iPhone, I can listen to topics and content while I commute, clean, fold, take us on the go anywhere, control the speed of the content you read. Sounds cool. Just like, do I have to go do this right now today? And at $150, it doesn't make me excited to actually try that out. What am I watching this weekend? You guys have seen my how to self-discipline video. I don't watch TV during the week. This weekend I'm going to finish Mayor of Easttown. I want to finish it, season 1. That's my only thing. 3 simple habits which upgrade your life. It's like, you know, number 1, there's no fucking secrets out there. I think we're all, including myself, looking for another secret. 3 simple habits that you can do to upgrade your life. I don't know. What's simple? What's simple? I guess number 1 is make a promise to yourself every day and keep it. Start with that. Number 2, tell yourself one nice thing about yourself today, right now, and do that every day. And number 3, do 10 push-ups every day. Those are 3 simple habits. Oh, get enough sleep. Yes, co-clock. Sleep, honestly, if you're emo, if you break up, if work sucks, sleep. Tony Torres. You know what's funny about sushi in Austin? People wouldn't expect it, but in Austin, go to Uchi or Uchiko. I'll count that as 1. Go and get all you can eat at Sushi Janai. It's not going to be great, but you're going to just like pig out and be good on that. There's like one other sushi place that's pretty good near Hyde Park. I don't think I'm going to find it right now, but those are kind of the 2 that I would say. I don't remember what it was. There's another sushi place. Let me see if I can find it. Those are the ones. What is the best thing to start earning online? Dude, your unibrow is like fire. I love it, man. If I had to earn money today online, I don't know if I would do online, number 1. 2, I'd probably sell some of my stuff locally. Number 3, you can go to these freelancer marketplaces, but you're just another commodity there, which is okay to start. I would probably, if I had to earn money online, is ask any of my friends or ask people in this chat, what is one thing you can do that they'd pay you for? And just do that. I think that's a lot more interesting. Is that what it is called? I'm trying to see if it's the place I thought it was. No, it's not that. I'm looking up that other sushi place. I can't find it right now. Not going to happen. Do I like Thai food? Yes. After bike rides, I'm always thinking I want Thai food. Push-ups. Yeah. Every day I do 204, sometimes 207, depends on my mood. Is there any gift you're excited to give yourself? I have my weekend list. If you see my videos, I create a weekend list of things I'm treating myself on. I think I was going to buy a shirt. There's a shirt at Zara I saw. That's on my list. Who are the founders of AppSumo at the beginning? Me. And then Chad is the co-founder that came on about 9 months. And he worked for free for a year. So if you guys are like, how do I get rich? You suck and you suffer and you work hard for a long time and then you get rewarded. So let me just tell you, and I want to highlight, I'm gonna put a spotlight on this because this is the exact thing that I think people hear in a video, or they hear another person who's actually probably poor. What's something I could do for you? Or Noah, they'll message me on Instagram. Hey man, is there anything I can help you with? And I'm like, you're making me do work. So then I'm way less interested in you. My goals are clear and they're public, which makes it even easier. AppSumo, YouTube, my book. Now, if you can understand someone's goals and their interests, and then you can align to help them get what they want, you may get what you want. Or not, and keep complaining and blame other people. Both can work. What are some old, boring types of business that you feel are thriving today? Everything. If I was like stupider or smarter, go compete where there's no one competing. Lawn work, house cleaning, pool cleaning, contractor, handyman. Like any of the offline businesses are so much easier to compete with because you're not having savvy people, necessarily savvy people that are taking advantage of a lot of these things. YouTube has been fucking tough. It's been fucking tough for the past 3 weeks. Every single video is bombed. Let me show you. And it's fucking discouraging. It's discouraging. But yeah, like last video, bombed. Other video, bombed. Dating video, bombed. Work from home video, like look at it. It's going, it's picking up actually. But that's the game of life. And so, one, don't watch the car wreck. Don't watch the car wreck. If you see the car fucking accident, do something about it. The other thing is that, you know, a lot of this, find stuff you enjoy doing that you're never going to quit on. I like doing YouTube. I like interacting with you weirdos. I think when I do, the problem, and this is for the same for all of you, is if I'm doing the videos that I don't enjoy and no one watches, then it's really fucked. So it's do videos that that'll benefit you and I enjoy doing. And if no one watches it, at least I enjoy doing it. And so I think this is the phrase I want you to think about, Sean and others out here. The people that are, let me ask the question. You guys, I want some comments in the chat. The people that you think of successful, what is it about them that they're doing that we can learn from? And generally, one of the things I admire about the people I think are successful is that they never fucking quit. My mom shows up to the gym every fucking Friday. And she calls every Friday. And when I do videos, every week. And when I'm doing the YouTube, every week. You, what are you doing? You showing up every week? He's kind of serious today. He's fun. He's like sweet and salty. Both, bitch. They show up and do the consistency of the hard work when things aren't going great. And if it's not going great, either watch it or do something about it. Do the thing about it. Last crumb cookies. No, I haven't heard those. I'm really in a big cookie phase right now. They're, yeah, consistent. They work their, it's not all just working hard and a lot of hours. It's about working smart. And I hate when people say that because I'm like, what does that mean? It just means like, what's the goal? And then what is the highest priority or highest leverage activities to accomplish that goal? Bro, do I lift? Not actually as much these days. I'm doing other types of workouts. Dude, Adidas, stop asking that question. Timed out. Maddie, good to see you. What is something you've let pass by that you think was a missed opportunity? There's a lot of shit. I mean, you know, I think the question is, like, let's take crypto, because everyone's like, oh, I should have done crypto, and then they did it, now they're not doing it. And then the question is, what was it at the time that made me make the decision, and should I revisit the decision-making framework that I'm using? And that's the actual point. Not about missing opportunities or not. Yeah, I mean, TJ, you know, if you think about, the thing about focus is everyone, let me take a step back. When you talk to people about success, they know the people that are successful, and the attributes and everything are there. They're focused. They're consistent. They put in the work. And then people are on the other side being like, man, why am I not getting what I want? And I'm like, It's literally right there. You just fucking do that. And they're like, well, it's not happening. I'm like, yeah, because you're not doing it. And the other side of this, though, that I would say is that when people talk about focus or minimalism or consistency, they're not actually focused or minimal or consistency. They're like, yeah, I want to be focused. And I'm like, show me your calendar. That's not focused. Show me consistency. Yeah, I've done it a month. Show me 10 years. I think there's a lot of different decision-making frameworks depending on the decision. How much success is luck? None. 0. How about that? You guys got me fired the fuck up. I thought I was tired early. Bui Duc Man, I think you're Vietnamese. Chill out, dude. I see the question. But it's not luck. Stop. Luck is waiting. The most successful people have not waited around. They've done a lot. All right, you're blocked, dude. Stop posting stupid shit. I get it. Keep posting it. Stay salty. Oh, milk was a bad choice. Last week was exciting. Today is moody. I did wake up fucking angry or moody. Not angry. I was just moody. I was just kind of like, I'm in a mood, but it's not a bad mood. It's just a mood. I think you can do fear and love. And that's how it should empower you in your work. I'm not hangry. You know, Enrico, I talked to someone, I talked to my former business partner last weekend, and he's like, I got out of tech because I always felt like I was chasing. And I never feel like I'm chasing. So I don't know. If you feel like you're behind, and this is a common thing, right? You're 25, so maybe it's an age thing with wisdom and experience. But I think the real thing to do here is just take time to write this out for yourself. Did I eat? I had a protein drink and some eggs, but I probably could eat a little more. I guess what I would encourage you, Enrico, is maybe write out where you want to be at the end of the year and define it for yourself. So jealousy, comparison, all these things are excellent. I love them because it's an indicator of where is my compass not aligned and how do I actually realign that. But for yourself, write down, and this is what I do literally every day. I'm like processing. Process where you want to be, that you don't feel like you're behind or ahead, but it's where you want to actually be. And the more you get clarity on that, the more that you're like, yeah, I'm exactly where I want to be. Yeah, life is ebbs and flows, man. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're angry, but you don't have to beat yourself up over both of them. That's something that I've really been working on. Yeah, when is the cross-country bike tour starting again? You guys know it's Bike in America, or some of you know that. And I took a break to come back and work on AppSumo. I don't know. I'm definitely still biking, so I'm exploring that and enjoying that. Sometime next year, I'll probably do some segment of it. I'll put that in my 2022 list. Thank you for reminding me, Sean. I'll definitely do at least a 2-week segment of my Bike Across America tour. So I have I'll show it. Let me see if I can show it to you. Sometimes I don't want to show you guys some of the personal stuff. Obviously, you need some stuff for me. But I've told you guys about this on how I do my planning. Yeah, I can show it. All right, so here's my 2022 list so far. I don't think there's anything private in there that I mind. But I do think it's do some segment of the bike. So what I do is that I have this list, and then as we come into December, I'll revisit how much of it I want to continue and what stuff actually really matters for me in the upcoming year. What can you start with 3,000? You could start businesses with 0. So stop worrying about having 3,000 or 0. Just get started today. What is my book remembering strategy? Actually, that is a great question because I'm very intentional about it. Every book I read that's fiction, not every book that's fiction. Most nonfiction books, most nonfiction books I take notes on, and then I review those notes. And I don't think most people actually do that. I don't do Rome research. I think people get too fixated on the tool and not the outcome. What's Rome's job? So when you're thinking about new tools, AppSumo is a site of a bunch of awesome tools to help you with your business. The question is, what are you trying to accomplish? If you guys post a question more than once, I just block you. My mood is not in a tolerant state for some of that today. And so I think what I would recommend is try out all the tools, try out all the things, see what your goal is, and then be okay knowing that, hey, this isn't working for me. But I think people spend all the time in the tools and not in what they're actually trying to accomplish. Thank you, Troy. I love you, man. I appreciate you saying that. You do this every week. Thank you. You know, Elon Musk, you know, he's doing impressive things in this lifetime. He's like, if someone asks like what drives you or motivates you, they probably shouldn't do the startup. I'm just fucking going. It's sometimes this is gonna sound crazy. Sometimes I do think that someone will have to kill me, and I don't want someone to kill me to stop me. I know it's intense. I'm not trying to die. Dude, stop asking about your shirts. But yeah, how do you develop drive? Don't know. I think it's finding the things that really matter to you and being okay, accepting, and focusing on that. Tynan, I think, is traveling right now. Yeah, so I put out the DMing millionaires or billionaires video, and a lot of people messaged me, and so now I don't have time to read all the different messages. I used to be able to message most people back. I mean, it's also like, it's interesting to notice who I'm excited to message back, and it's very clear, like either it's someone female, because I'm dating and single, someone male who's doing something interesting, or they message in a way that's very easy for me to respond, like, hey, I love your videos, and I'm like, heart. But people are like, hey, what's one business thing? And it's interesting. That's the whole point of my video, is that like, how do you make it exciting for the other person to want to come to you? Music entrepreneur, good to see you. Can you sell your Sumo Bike Crew t-shirt on Sumo? Give it a go, see how it goes, but probably not. Have I gotten COVID? No, I have not, Nicole. I have gotten the vaccine later than I think most people, but I also have an irrational belief that I have some super blood. But at the same time, I'm also being responsible, and I've taken advice from my best friends that I trust and love to get the vaccine. And everyone should do whatever they think is best for themselves. What am I looking forward to? Peter King, I fucking love seeing you, my man. Hope one day we can have some Korean food together. I think you're Korean and you're in Korea, so it's not a racist thing. I'm glad I haven't gotten COVID too. I hope none of you guys get sick or you know, take care of yourselves. I'm looking forward to the houseboat trip with my parents. I'm looking forward to AppSumo's future. I'm enjoying today, and I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to dating. As much as it's a roller coaster at times, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm just enjoying these days. What's COVID? I do reply to most of you guys. Anthony Freeman, good to see you, man. How do you become more disciplined? I literally just put out a video. I put out my video about how I think you can be more disciplined. Check it out. YouTube.com/OKDork. Do I worry about gold diggers? No. I want more gold diggers. I want silver diggers. I want crypto diggers. No. Look, we each provide value in a relationship. And so I haven't found a lot of women that want to be gold diggers. But I think what's interesting is, what is the complement to who you are in this relationship? Not that I want someone that's just like here for the money. But yeah, my job is to make money and take care of a house and be a resource. And then on the other side of that, the woman, and for me and my preferences, has their role. And it is to challenge me. It is to provide other things. And I do think there's that balance in that, which is beautiful. That's the reason it's a partnership. You know, I'm still waiting for the artist. I already paid a deposit, but that's actually something I'm looking forward to. I want the art pieces that I've paid for. You know, artists are, you know, creatives. I don't know. Tony, you were the only one, man, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I did enjoy making it. Again, I think the videos lately and the ones we're moving forward on have been videos I've enjoyed making, and it's balancing that. Even if no one's watching it, I'm still proud of myself, and I'm proud of our team. Yeah, I mean, I think Tucker Max said to me a long time ago, I thought it was interesting, is you want to find someone that's growing in the same direction at the same rate or similar rate to you. And I thought that was a really interesting way of considering your partnerships in romantically, probably also professionally. I would say that, yeah, I was dating someone recently, and I enjoyed the level of challenge that it was providing. What up, Tyrone? South Africa, Biltong. How you doing there, brother? You following the rugby game? Oh, it's good. It's good. YouTube, I think hard things, you know, the taking a step back here, I find YouTube easy But I think what's interesting is how do you disconnect from the outcome? Meaning, am I doing the best on the input? I can't guarantee and control. Let me just give you an example. I can't control the outcome of a video. If YouTube likes it, it's kind of a little bit mystery. But let's take an example. I put out this video, and it's kind of eating dick, frankly. The video was easy and fun to make, but the reality is also maybe people didn't enjoy it. And on the other side of that, though, is that do I have to watch the car wreck? No. So as the video didn't perform, we changed the title, we changed the thumbnail. So I think it's a little bit of both. I think the other thing that I'm just mindful of, Tyrone, cool name, Tyrone Trentral, what a great name, is sometimes what's the hard decision we're not willing to make? And I think there's something really powerful about that's probably the most growth and most important decision that you need to be making. And so I think in these YouTube videos, it's like, is there hard decisions I'm not making? And I think we're making hard decisions and moving forward with it. And I think if we apply that to a lot of parts of our life, we'll have more fulfilling, more rewarding lives. What are the best SaaS companies to invest in? I invest in the companies I use, because if they go out of business, I'm screwed. Like, so I bought stock in Atlassian because AppSumo is basically run on Atlassian. So I think the two things I would consider is what are the SaaS companies that you're using personally and try to invest in those. Or secondly, try to find companies that aren't on public markets that are available to everyone so you can compete unfairly. Which tips blew your mind, man? I love the office hours too. That's why I keep doing them. I like, more people to show up. I'm showing up. Over 100 makes me feel fine. If it's less than 100, I'm a little salty on that. How do I source cheap? I don't know. If you have no advantage, then don't do it. Find stuff you have. Find games that are easy for you to win. I think in business and honestly in life, we're like, hey, this is a hard thing that I have no chance of winning. Let me play that game. And then 5 years later, it's like, yeah, it didn't work. Well, surprise. So find games that you can win where you have an advantage. So, hey, Mark, big fan. I'm a fan of my fans. So any advice on getting rid of overthinking and fear starting business? Do the coffee challenge, which is you go out today. This is the big thing about my book is called $1 Million Weekend. It's coming out in a year. It's about how to change your life in a weekend. And the reality is you need to start facing the fear and thinking of it as a muscle and a skill and separating it from your worth as a human. It's just a muscle. It's like practicing anything. Like I'm very good at it in business because I've practiced it for 20 years now. But in some things like relationships, I'm still working on it. And so be kind to yourself. So my suggestion is number one, do the coffee challenge. Go ask for 10% off coffee or anything you purchase. And you're like, I don't want to do it. Then just get a day job and be okay with it. But if you actually want to do it and maybe think about what you really want, like, hey, I really do want to have a side income. I really do want this because that matters. That'll motivate you. But go do the coffee challenge. And then secondly, go get $1 right now and then put it up on your wall. Hey, Lakia, where would you be without you on Fridays to save us? I would, where would I be without y'all? You guys show up, I show up. It's good. I don't know. Are you new here? It's good to see you. I like the profile picture. Yeah, someone said it, John Barry. I like this. You don't get you. By the way, y'all are just as smart, if not smarter than me. I have some skills and experiences in certain areas that you may not have, but you have some that I don't have, and that's how we all help each other out. Someone said it, and I did like it, is that fear isn't awake before 5 a.m. And I think the thing about that that's really powerful is that just do it. And before you can even wake up, do it. And you're like, oh yeah, maybe it's not as scary as I think. And I think that's the whole point of the coffee challenge. There's no more, you don't need more new challenges. And there are a lot of them. Go ask someone the time. Go ask someone of the opposite sex for their number. There's unlimited challenges. Go ask someone to take a photo of you. Those are things I do because I'm like, I don't want to do it. So I'm like, now that's what you're going to do. Yeah, I thought the video on how to use these tools was awesome. I loved it. I thought it was sick. I thought it was a great video. I'm trying to make videos that solve specific people I know's problems and then send it to them. Jesse Estrada, you like tea and mountain biking? Dude, we're like meant to be together as friends. I think blogging is great. Look what people are doing, not as they're saying. I'm on YouTube. I do Twitter a little bit, and I do Instagram a little bit. I'm putting out content. That's what I do. That's what I live by. AppSumo is hybrid-ish. That's something we're still exploring. A lot of the people are in Austin. But I do think there's a future that there's not a clear answer on that. I can't make a final call yet. Dude, don't go back to slow math speed. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Daily blogging for 13 months now. Hell yeah. I've been daily journaling for a little over 2.5 months, and it's been a game changer for me. I think the most minimum viable business I've ever seen is Craigslist, which was they started with an email, and they just emailed friends things that were going on. And that is, I mean, it's $1 billion business. Would I get a dog or cat? Dog. Cats are useless. I don't understand why anyone wants a cat. Hey, let me give you money and attention and affection, and then you run away. Like, literally, what's the point? Just get a picture on a wall and keep your money. One, I have to call you out because you have a dope name. Felice Van Steenbergen. What areas do I want to grow and are challenging myself in? Pronouncing your name is probably the first one. The areas that I am focusing on is how to be a better leader. So I'm spending a lot of time studying. I have a CEO coach. I have a mentor. And look, you don't even have to have money for that. But I think, what are the hardest areas that you think you're going to get the most growth out of? For me, leadership right now. Number one, I'm doing that. I think dating, I've gone back and forth whether I'm challenging myself or I want to take it easy in it. I think it's been a little bit of both. I mean, that's it on the professional side. And I think on the personal side, I'm doing a lot of internal growth and work on just understanding myself better. Dude, stop calling. If someone calls again, I'm just going to answer and see who it is. It's just like these people calling the wrong number. I think the question really is for you, though, and for everyone out there is like, how do you figure out which area you want to grow in? That's actually a really interesting question. I don't know if I have a great answer, but it's just trying to understand what do I actually, because there's some areas like, I don't know if I want to be better cook, or do I want to be better at making breakfast? Do I want to be better at being a better boxer? Not particularly. And so it's just going to be mindful of that. Maybe, Krista. I want to make a YouTube video today. All right, I could use your guys' help. If I made one YouTube video that would solve one question for you, what video could I make today that would make your life a lot better? Yeah, I could use a hug from you. I feel like you'd be a great hugger. Don't you feel like a great hugger? All right. Oh, this is great. How much money to put back in your... So if I could answer one question for you and make a YouTube video today, what would that be? Is that Kat from Austin? What are the most important factors to increase the amount you receive for a company exit? Okay, keep on with your guys' questions. If I can make one video to answer your most important question, probably related to personal growth or specifically in business, what would that video be? How to build a two-sided marketplace. We have started getting some real expertise on that at AppSumo. Dealing with up and down mood while building a business. Okay, ooh, these are good. Choosing a CMS platform. Krista, that's the biggest thing of everything. That kind of shows me there's the problem. Straight up. When to start paying yourself? Okay, the answer is right now. But I guess I did businesses where I didn't pay myself for years. These are great. So I think what's interesting here, and I'll share something personal from my side, is that yesterday I spent an hour and a half just writing, and it was specifically around AppSumo, and it was like, what are the biggest number one or top problems I'm really having, and then what really is the top problem? And then really giving myself an hour to just really think about that number one problem. Think about that for yourself. The fact that maybe some of you are clear or not clear what your actual most important problem is makes that much harder to solve, but also gives you an opportunity to go do that. Best tips for breaking bad habits. What's your bad habit, dude? Maybe it's not that bad. I think we're all way too hard on ourselves. How to keep employees happy. Great question. How to handle suffering. There's a movie called Bachelor Party. It's from the 80s with Tom Hanks. I watched it a lot as a kid. I don't know. My dad would leave and I'd be home, and that's what we'd watch, me and my brother. And there's a quote in the movie I think about, and it's, pain is such a rush. And so I think the question is that I don't know if all of it has to be suffering, but I do think that the person who could suffer more or sacrifice more will generally win and get the things they really want. But there's a balance, because if you suffer your whole life and then die and you never got the cookie, I love cookies these days. Not drinking, eating cookies. Cookie life. Who gives a fuck if you're dead with all the suffering? So I think there's a balance of that. I've noticed that some of my suffering and sacrifice has led to more rewards and more fulfillment. And so it's an interesting balance of that. Solo founder versus having employees. 3 things to do every day. Is that what 3 things to do every day? Tips for growth marketing hacking. Fadi, cool name. Fadi Semi. Best advice for 22-year-old entrepreneurs. Lucas, this is the same as the other person. You don't think I don't see it? It's Crumble in Austin. I don't know. How to lead people smarter than you. Jason, that is a really great... Oh, dude, it's a spam account. It's a spam account. It's this person's a spam account. Look, they have multiple accounts. Dude, this is an important question. Eggs. I want to like eggs more. I used to eat a lot of egg whites, but then people are like, yeah, you're not eating yellow. I'm like, shut up. This is interesting, Brian. I have a new friend who has ADHD, and I don't know if I fully understand it. So it's like being an introvert. Like, I'm not a full introvert, so it's hard for me to really explain that as well. I think you should ask the people that have better answers around it. I think a superpower is saying, I don't know. Some things I don't know. So I think this is a powerful thing. How to turn your skills trade job into a digital money. 1, how do you scale out a trade business? That's a great opportunity. And then 2, there's a lot of digital money in teaching others how to get that same job. But sometimes everyone's like, how do I go digital? It's like, how do you go offline where you maybe have an advantage? Dude, I like that this person, they're just keep getting blocked. I don't know how they have so many accounts. Maddie, what up? How can you apply advice for growing your business to your personal goals and growth? This is such a great question. Villavicencio. I wish we could all say her name out loud. Villavicencio, even though I think you're Filipino and not Italian. But I even could be wrong on that. This is such an important question. I'm just going to highlight it because I think what I found fascinating, I really went deep on this last year. Sorry, I just came back into myself. It was a moment. I felt like I just got lost with all of you and I just came back in. It's beautiful. I think what's interesting is how we'll behave in one part of our life this way and then in this other part of our life that way. And so I think there's something for all of us to reflect on. Maybe there's something I behave in business this way and in my relationships and with myself. I think that's a great thing to reflect on. I really like that question. Guys, I got 2 minutes. I think you should, I think this is more of a treasury question, which is, what are you trying to accomplish? What money do you need? There's more to this question, but we are looking to put more of AppSumo money in crypto. Is it late? I'm still buying every month. How's my mentor Neville going? Let's see if he actually emailed me on a Friday like he said he would. I would bet that he didn't. Nope, he didn't. I'm not going to make it's his responsibility, not mine. All right, y'all. I got to get rocking. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Say something positive about yourself. Can everyone post one positive thing, one thing they like about themselves? I like that I show up every week for this. I'm writing that. I like that I show up every week for this. Yeah, I'm not going to answer all of your questions. I don't have time to answer everybody's. What is one thing you guys like about yourself? So here's mine. I like that I show up every week for this. You guys tell me some nice things about yourself. Chua, you're appreciated as well, man. Big dick. Are we talking about big dick energy? BDE? Yeah. I'll keep going. It's pretty hard to stop me. You love your hair. I like my eyebrows, dude. I dig that. Yes, Cam. I like that I push myself to be uncomfortable. Cam, you look tall. How tall are you? Jason, you've gotten less scary, even though maybe update your profile picture with the modern one, but I'm glad that you're funny. Yeah. You guys are great. Andrea Knight. I like that I can reset myself with little dances between calls. Hells yes. I like that I can keep on picking myself up despite the challenges. I like myself and Noah. I like that I am focused. I like my bicep. Dude, this actually, yeah, this is nice. Wasn't this? This is nice. All right. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. See you next Friday.